Hey everybody, it's Ben from NLFX, and I've got a first look at the brand new Audio-Technica 3000 series wireless microphones. Now, I know many of you had the previous generations of the 3000 series and you were really bummed out when they discontinued those because it was a great wireless, but let me tell you what, it is back with a vengeance. And honestly, I think they should have chose a different number. This is just so much more of a wireless than the previous version of the 3000, but they've stuck with the beloved naming of the 3000, even though this is completely redesigned and reinvented. So let's take a look here and get under the hood for you a little bit. Starting out with the new receiver chassis, we can see here on the OLED display, we've got a variety of information right at our fingertips. Here we can see the battery of our transmitter and we can see the signal strength. Over here we would see our audio indication. If I turn the transmitter off, we'll notice that'll go away. It'll say there's no transmitter, and now we have a mute indication showing. It has a massive 60 megahertz of tunable bandwidth. That's 10 TV stations, 60 megahertz of tunable bandwidth in 25 kilohertz steps. Really, really useful for the increasingly crowded RF times ahead here. A couple other cool features is just with a quick button push, we can switch to our performance view, which shows me some really meaningful information about my audio strength and my RF strength. And of course we can do a quick scan as well here just by simply holding that down. Has some awesome utility features in there. It will allow us to scan groups. Actually, let's just take a look through the menu here real quick. We can choose our frequency manually or by group and channel. We've got some utility functions here. We can lock the receiver. We've got squelch functions, which is really nice. You've got a manual or an automatic squelch, and we have a meter here for that. Transmitter sync, group scan, audio level adjustment. And here we can see both in decibels and a kind of a nifty little graphic that shows us our audio level. We can change the name so that it reflects on our transmitters displays. They have OLED displays as well. And we're back to frequency. A couple other things I want to point out real quick. Infrared sync, very easy to sync between the transmitters and the receivers. And on the back, we have replaceable BNC quarter wave antennas included. And one thing I really dig, because obviously antennas are tuned for a certain frequency based on the length of the antenna, you know, wavelength, frequency, and all that good stuff. Here we can see right on the back of the antenna, this is for the 470 to 530, so no mixing those up. We also have DC power output for active antennas. I believe it's up to 160 milliamps of 12 volt DC power combined. And of course here we have our balanced and unbalanced outputs. And I dig this, there's a ground lift switch built right into the receiver chassis. So good job on that, AT. Let's take a look at the transmitters. Oh, before we do, you know what? Rack mount hardware is included as well, it comes with that. So now let's take a look at the transmitters. Nice, robust metal construction. Simply open this up. And now we have access to our power switch, so it's not gonna get accidentally bumped. We have our menu buttons here. We can see now our menu's powered on. We have our signal strength and our battery strength and our frequency and that we're transmitting. And this does also have charging contacts to use rechargeable batteries, and there is a switch inside the menu to choose between alkaline and rechargeable. And there is also a gain adjustment on here, which of course is very important. Good gain structure throughout the entire system. We can adjust the gain on our transmitter and what's going out to our preamp. And the capsules are replaceable. I believe there are 6 available and possibly more to come. That's the handheld transmitter. Let's take a quick look here at the body pack transmitter. First and foremost, double action. There's 2 buttons here that you have to push simultaneously to open that up, so it's not going to pop open accidentally on your performer. Power switch is inside. There's a mute button on top, which is really nice. We have a tactile mute button, so our speaker doesn't have to do anything except reach down and feel that button and hit it. And then of course, again, we have the same menu functions in here. Switchable transmit power between 10 milliwatt and 30 milliwatt in case we have multipath issues and that sort of thing, and a built-in high pass filter. So some really cool features they built into this thing. Uses their standard 4-pin connector. And of course they have a wide variety of lavaliers and ear sets and other microphones available, instrument cables and that sort of thing, and a function button as well. So tons and tons and tons of cool features on these new mics from Audio-Technica. And we have tons and tons and tons of more gear videos coming, so please subscribe to our channel. Don't miss any of those. And if you'd like to get a great price on one of these systems, please mention this video, reach out to your favorite NLFX rep. And as always, if you have any questions, please feel free to send those to us, and we'll be very happy to address those. And thanks so much for watching.